Hi guys, long time no see, except for I just made a video the other day. But I'm gonna get straight to, don't start. He pissed on the carpet when he knows exactly where his pad is at, and I'm done playing with him, so he gets to stay in his crate since he wants to fucking piss on the fucking carpet. Like, it's the thing to do. Like, he has to clean it up or something. Like, no, I have to clean it up. I don't like the smell of fucking piss. I know you don't care because you're a dog, but I'm not having that. So he could stay his little ass in the crate and he could cry all he wants. So anyways, but yeah, back to what I came on here for. So since my last video was me and getting a new job, which I really love, by the way, I've had 2 days of training now and like I really love it. So my first day will be tomorrow without anybody training me, so I'll be by myself, thank God, because as a trainee you can't get tips, but I can get my tips now. So Draco, shut up. I watched yesterday Olivia Gold, my favorite YouTuber, her and Will. I watched her video. She had posted a video that was like all her previous jobs and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a video just like that. Since I just made a video on getting a new job, I'm just gonna make the next video on all the jobs that I've had in my lifetime. So please tell me I can throw the sauce. Please tell me all the fucking boss. All right, so let's start off with number one. My first job was Dairy Queen in the mall. So I don't know if you guys have heard of Dairy Queen. I'm sure you have. It's at a lot of malls. But so this is obviously when I lived in Tracy. When I was going to school in Castro Valley, I never had a job. So I moved to Tracy. My friend, she worked at Dairy Queen and she got me a job over there. So I was like, okay, let's do it. Like, I don't got no bills. So this was just all money that I got to spend. Like, I was going shopping. Like, I worked in the mall, so I would take my break to go shop. Like, literally. So I was doing a lot of shopping. This was my first job. Let's start off with the first thing, which was we didn't clock in with the card. We clocked in by writing it down. Therefore, if I got there at 5 and left at 10, I was writing that I left at 11. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. Like, I was finessing them. I feel really bad about it because it was like an older man, but like he had money, so I guess like I don't feel that bad. But yeah, we would always lie about when we were clocking in because it was written on paper and he was never there. There was never a manager there and there was never a store owner there. We didn't even have a manager, we just had an owner. They weren't never there. Nobody except for the employees, and me and 2 of my friends worked the most. So it was like, we damn near owned this store, and I'm like a junior in high school or a senior or something. So that was the first thing. Second thing, like I said, nobody was there. We didn't do inventory. We didn't do like keeping track of items, nothing like that. So it would be like this one girl that we didn't really like, and she would work every morning. She was older, and then it would be me and my friend who worked the nights almost every single day. So the mall closed at 9, so it wasn't that bad. But we would have friends come over there all the time. Like, our friends were constantly at the mall because we would just give them hella free shit. Like, free ice cream, free hot dogs. Anything you can get from Dairy Queen, we were giving out for free because he was about to close it down. This one was a franchise. It wasn't like a corporate thing. So it was like just him who owned this and ran it. So he was closing it down soon anyways. So he didn't really give a fuck, and neither did we. So we gave people hella free shit. And then, you know, all the fun came to an end. He was really closing it down, and yeah, we were out of jobs, and that was it. So then I didn't have a job anymore. Job number 2, Boomers. So another friend of mine, she had already worked at Boomers, and she said it was super easy to get hired. So me and my other friend were about to apply. So then my other friend applied, she got hired. So I apply, I get hired. So all 3 of us worked at Boomers, and it was all right. Like, one of my friends, me and her, we worked like at the prize desk. So we would like give them the prizes, shit like that. We would work in laser tag, like we would work at the golf stand where you check people out, etc. The other girl, I'm not friends with her anymore, but she worked in the party section. So she would always do the parties all the time. Like, she would set up all the parties. She had to work with this other girl that we really didn't fucking like at all, but I didn't have to work with her. My other friend didn't have to work with her, so I didn't care. I was like, that's all you, because she don't bother me. Again, very easy. You can get away with a lot because it's pretty big. So it's like, if you're working laser tag, just stay in laser tag. If you're working in the prize spot, we would go to get the prizes like from the attic. We would go to get the prizes from the attic thing, and I swear I'd stay up there for like 10 minutes looking for a prize just to be on my phone. But yeah, so oh, I also got a kitten from there because we found kittens in like one of the golf holes or whatever, like one of the little towers at Boomers that they have for golfing. We found kittens in there, and my manager was just gonna take one and leave the rest, but there was no mom. Like, the mom left. So we were like, what the fuck, bro? That is so out of pocket. Like, these other kittens are really about to die. So me and my other friend, we took kittens. My mom didn't let me keep it, so I ended up having to give it to a foster. Actually, no. That's the one I kept for a long time. I raised that bitch. Like, I fed her with a bottle. She loved me. She would follow me all over the place. And then my mom, after having her for like a month, damn near 2 months, she sold it to her coworker, and I was hella mad. She sold it to her also, or didn't even sell it. She just gave it to her. And it was like the day of prom too, and I was so mad, dude. I was so fucking mad. Damn near ruined my whole prom day because I was like, you really not gonna let me keep my fucking cat that I raised? It's fine though, whatever. So, yeah, long story short, the reason I stopped working there is because my friend, the one who worked with me in the prize area, it was like a Tuesday, which is like really slow for Boomers. It's a slow day. And our friends had came into Boomers. There was like 6 of them. And my friend, she had given them like all free passes, like free passes for everything, like unlimited go-karts, golf, like everything free. So the managers, since it was so slow, it's easy for them to see like, okay, who the fuck bought 6 free passes? We don't have money for these 6 passes, 1. 2, it's slow as fuck. So they see only these 6 people that are teenagers. Then they check the register and they're like, where's the payment for these 6 free passes? So basically, long story short, she had got caught. And since she had the register and she did it, they had fired her. But they didn't fire me, they just wrote me up. And then honestly, after that, because I like, they were my friends too. Like, obviously I knew about it and I didn't like stop her. I obviously encouraged it, but like, it wasn't my register. So it technically wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't on me, but I just never showed up again after that. After she got fired, I was like, all right, I'm done with Boomers. Never showed up again. Never went back to work at Boomers. And that was that. So that's the end of job number 2. Now, job number 3, Wente Vineyards. It was like a winery in Livermore, and another friend got me that job. It was a super good job. Like, I love that job. I remember they drug tested me like the day of my interview. This is when I smoked weed hella, so I just smoked probably the morning of that interview, and I was like, they didn't mention they were gonna do drug tests. They literally were just like, okay, now we're gonna just take you back for a quick drug test. And I'm just like, yeah, let's do it. And I did the drug test. It was like, you spit in something, but they never said anything to me after that. And I know there was weed in my system. I smoked every single day at that point, like 8 times a fucking day. So I knew I had weed in my system, but it must have just, maybe they were just testing me for fucking like meth or some shit, or they just didn't care, because I still got the job. I worked there for a whole summer. It was a really cool job because they paid $14 an hour, and this is like, minimum wage is just 12 now. Back then it was like 11, 10, and they were paying me $14. So you basically catered weddings. You had to set up the whole wedding, and then serve the food for the wedding, clean up the wedding, like bus the wedding. They literally made you a staff meal every shift, and the food there was so fucking good. When we were giving the appetizers to the party or whatever, like while they're waiting for the bride and the groom or whatever to take their pictures, their wedding party is like just chilling. They have wine, they have appetizers. We would eat them all as we're serving them, and they were so fucking good. Everything there was so good. We got to eat the cake that they had for the wedding. Like, we got to eat everything. We got to like see hella weddings that were hella pretty. We were like hella engaged with the people in the wedding, you know what I'm saying? Like, we would have a good time. It was a really fun job. I really, really liked that job. They paid really well. You get a lot of overtime. Like, sometimes you're working 13-hour days, which you didn't mind because it was super fun. Like, all my coworkers were cool as fuck. Like, it was just a really good job. But that's like just like a summertime job, because summer is when it's most popping, and they had concerts and shit. So I only worked there for 1 summer, and then I stopped working there. But yeah, that was probably my favorite job, most likely. No, for sure. 4th job, right? Yeah, we're on number 4. Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh yeah, good old Buffalo Wild Wings. So once again, my friend got me the job at Buffalo Wild Wings, Ceci. I don't know if you guys ever seen Ceci before, no? But Ceci got me the job at Buffalo Wild Wings, and her and her boyfriend had put in a good word for me. I got hired as a server there with no serving experience. Well, I kind of had serving experience because I worked at Wenty and we did serve, but it wasn't like a restaurant serving, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a wedding, like catering serving. So it was different. But so like, I was like the last group of people to get hired as servers without any experience. After that, you had to be a host first, you had to have experience, or you would have to be a host first. You had to do 2 days on takeout and host just so you knew everything. I didn't have to do none of that. I just got hired as a server, started working as a server. And that shit was fucking great. I never knew what it was to make this good of money at such a young age. Like, I didn't have a car payment yet, so I had like nothing to pay for, like nothing to pay for but weed. That's just about it, in clothes. Yeah, so I'm getting all these tips and stuff. Mind you, the first time, like when I first started working there, they had me closing like 4 or 5 times a week. So that's like 6 to 2 a.m. closing. And if you're doing that 5 times a week, you're making at least 200 every shift. Therefore, I was making 2, 4, 6, 8 a rack. I was damn near making $1,000 a week in just tips. Maybe less because slow days, okay, like I'd probably make some less on some weeks, but like it would be times where I'm in my wallet and I've only worked like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I have like $800. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I don't even keep track of my money at that point because I'm not doing anything those 3 days I'm working. So it's literally just hella cash. And I'm just like, wow, like this is a lot of money. So I had a lot of money at that point. Like, it was a really good job for me because I had nothing to pay for. I was getting all these tips. I didn't know how to fucking act. And I'm getting paid every 2 weeks, like $200 to $300. Damn near, no, at that time, since I was closing all the time, it was like damn near $400. So if you do the math, that's a lot of fucking money when you don't have no bills to pay and you literally just are paying for clothes, weed, food. That's it. I just stopped working there like last week. So I worked there for almost 3 years now. It's like 2 years and like 8 months. I don't know. It's been a while. So yeah, I guess I like that job too, kinda. Like, I like the job because I was really cool with my managers. I love my managers for sure. I loved most of my coworkers. There's a few there though that were just hella drama, and like a lot of people complained so fucking much. I was over being there till 2, 3 a.m. It was just like, I don't know, working for corporate is way different. And I know that now that this new job I'm working at is not corporate. Like, it's just like there's so many, like, not rules because we did get away with a lot, but it's just like everything is so like, I don't know, dude. It was just different. It was just so much different. Like, I'm not gonna say I didn't like it because I did like it. It was for sure super laid back. I was cool with all my coworkers except for like 2. Nah, just 1. That bitch is hella fucking irritating, but anyways. But yeah, my managers were super cool. I got every day that I wanted off. Like, I got every shift I needed covered. Like, I never really called in, so when I did need to call in, it wasn't really an issue. Like, it was really laid back. I made good money. I knew my way around everything. So I don't know, it was a good job. I for sure enjoyed that job just because of how comfortable it was, and like, it wasn't a lot of effort for me. I could make a lot of money without really doing too much. I never got ready for work. I would literally like look worse than I look right now. And this is pretty bad. Like, I would like go like looking like I just fucking rolled out of bed and rolled, I don't know, fucking did my hair like this and went in. Okay, not really, but like basically. So yeah, it was a very good job. The only reason that I don't work there anymore is because I moved to San Jose. But if I did still live in Tracy, I would still work at Buffalo. And I'm not gonna lie, I will miss it because my managers and how comfortable I was. And it was just easy, you know? And for the coworkers I did fuck with, I'll miss them. But at the same time, I didn't want to work at Buffalo for a long time. It's not like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna work at Buffalo for like 8 fucking years. Like, I've worked there for damn near 3 years, you know what I'm saying? I've done my time. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about Buffalo Wild Wings. That was my 4th job, and last, my 5th job is the job I have right now, which is Water Tower Kitchen. And yeah, you guys have heard enough about this already. I really like this job. It's way different because it's not corporate. Like, it's just more fun because like the person who manages it isn't like, doesn't have to go by all these rules to like check back with somebody else, someone bigger who owns it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he owns it, so he's hella chill. Like, he gives our tables free shots and like shit like that just so they have a good time, and he can because he fucking owns it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much different working for a corporate type, whatever, restaurant than a restaurant that's not family owned. Well, I guess kind of, I don't know, but like for someone who owns their own restaurant and they're not checking back with somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's just so much different. It's so much funner, more fun. It's so much more fun. Sorry, my grammar. But yeah, I can't really go into too much detail about this job because I have only been there 3 days. Tomorrow will be my first day where I don't have to have a trainer with me, which I'm super excited about. I've seen on 2 shifts that I work, like girls make really good money there. People tip good. You do have to tip out people a lot. Like the only thing that I don't really agree with, I guess, is that like for the runners, they do help us so much. Like the bussers, they help us so much. But when we tip them out, we have to tip them a percentage of our total sales, not just our food sales, which is like, if anything, like maybe like do just the food sales and add like $10 because they do our tables, you know what I'm saying? Like they rent our food and bus our tables. Like I could get that, but it comes out to almost like $50 you have to tip them out because you have to do like your total sales. And it's like on the weekends, you have a drink runner. So it's like, if I'm tipping out the drink runner already, how come I have to tip out the runner for my drinks also when I had a whole different person take care of my drinks and I already tipped them out? You know what I'm saying? But whatever, I'm not complaining. It's way better money. I don't make the rules. I'ma just follow them. And yeah, other than that, it is really good. I really love it. Everybody has really good energy. They're super nice. And yeah, and hopefully my last job will be this, YouTube, once I get off my ass and start being more consistent with my videos. So yeah. Hopefully that'll be my last job because the second I get a nice check off this, or the second I get like 20K subscribers, I will quit my job. So nah, I'm joking. I like really like money. So like, in all honesty, I'd probably like still work and then still do this just because like I love money until I'm like a 2 million subscribers in, and then like really, why would I need a job? Like this is my full-time job. But yeah. So yeah, that's all the jobs that I've had, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them. And yeah, that's really it. That's really it. We had Dairy Queen, Boomers, One Tea, Buffalo, and now Water Tower Kitchen on my 5th job. 5th. It's all right though. If you guys need a job and you are young, I suggest you be a server or even take the L and work as a host, because if you're gonna get minimum wage as a host or minimum wage at a retail store, you might as well be a host somewhere you can move up to a server, because at retail, what can you move up as? You're always gonna be getting paid minimum wage. At least as a host at most restaurants, you'll get tipped out, which is already more than minimum wage, and you don't have to claim your tips getting tipped out as a host. Well, so as a server, you do. 1, 2, if you move up to a server, think about you work in retail, right? You go work an 8-hour shift. You don't see no money until 2 weeks on your paycheck, right? Then think about being a server and working your 8 hours, and you'll see it on your paycheck in 2 weeks, but you also just left with $200 cash, which is more than you just made your hourly. Something to think about. So yeah, if you're young and you need a job, I would suggest being a server, unless you're getting a job that's tied into like your career. Obviously, I get that. But if not, serving is the go. Yeah, that's all I have to say for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Comment down below for more videos. Tell me what you guys would like to see and I'll bring it to you. Give me prank ideas, because I'm for real about to prank this motherfucker, because we live in the same house and he's literally gone 23 hours out of 24 hours of the day. And I just be sitting here, so it's only right that I prank him, because bitches be bored. I need some friends in San Jose because I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't want to just sit here all fucking day unless I have work. Like, oh my God, what is life? Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna get back to y'all in a couple days. And now I'm just chatting, so I'm gonna catch y'all, right? Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Comment, okay?
She gonna get all excited, huh? And I'm just gonna get all inside her.